in Michigan means apples, but in the last dozen years or so, there's been one apple that stands out from the rest. Honeycrisp.
It's so true. But if you love to eat them, you know just how expensive they are. Oftentimes, they are more than 4 times as expensive as other varieties. So we wanted to find out, why is that?
So we sent 24 Hour News 8's Brett Thomas looking for answers and found it goes well beyond supply and demand.
It is surprising they don't have guards stationed nearby, because inside this giant storage area are bins of gold, aka Honeycrisp apples.
Every single one of these bins is full of Honeycrisp apples.
Yep.
And how many pounds does one bin weigh?
Oh, it's probably about 1,000 pounds.
By the time this room is filled, says Nick Schweitzer of the orchard that bears his family name, there'll be about 1 million pounds of apples, all in a specially designed, climate-controlled environment.
Yeah. So you have to have special cement floors.
Yep.
They're like twice as thick as what you normally run into in somebody's patio.
Yep.
And then you have this, what, 12 inches of foam?
Yep, 12 to 18 inches of foam between the walls.
In the walls. You have airtight doors. You can take the oxygen level down to like 2%. So if you walked in here, you'd probably pass out immediately.
Yep.
And that is all just to preserve these guys for 9 to 12 months.
That's correct. And then to sell them as the market needs them.
Wow.
The market doesn't just need them, it demands them. People love Honeycrisp, but that's not the only reason they fetch a premium price. It starts with a tree, $1 royalty for each one. Make that check payable to the University of Minnesota. It owns the patent. And those trees, well, they're weak. They need a trellis to hold them up. The apples themselves, thin-skinned, so you have to pick them slow. And what's more, the stem has to be cut off by hand, otherwise it could put a hole in the fruit. To top it all off, the apples don't ripen at the same time, so they have to be picked on 3 different dates. Turns out Honeycrisp are a bit prissy.
What are you looking for?
Just any like bruising, like color.
The whole gentle operation is overseen by 28-year-old Nick Schweitzer, a 5th-generation grower, GVSU grad, on the precipice of taking full control from his dad.
It's a challenge. It's a lot of work, a lot more work than probably that would be, but...
Well, you would have been, what, sitting behind a desk in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, I would have been.
He turned down a job at Hershey, instead to work 80-hour weeks in the field. The apple don't fall far, they say, unless, of course, it's a Honeycrisp, because if it falls, it's gonna bruise.
We get them moved away from the rails so you don't squash them.
In Kent County, Brett Thomas, 24 Hour News 8.
You've probably eaten an apple grown at Schweitzer's orchards. They provide them for lots of retailers, from Meijer to Costco. And there's a pretty special one that they found at that orchard.
Yes, it's called a chimera, and oh, I guess you can't, there you go. See how it's special? See how it just has that one section? Yeah, bring it over here. We actually have it here in studio.
Oh, very special. We have to take good care of this apple.
Yes, we have to take very care. Oh, like, okay, I'm just going to set it down because I'm kind of afraid to hold it.
Yeah, as I would be. It's like, what, 1 in a million?
Yes.
They come like this? 1 in a million.
I really want to eat it.
I know, it is very tempting. It's tempting because you know you can't eat it. But yeah, you can see that it's the red apple and then the green, and I think they even brought the parents here as well. They have them here in studio, but the employee at the Sparta orchard there spotted this. Brett was able to bring it back. We have it in safekeeping.
Yep.
We do have to return it.
We have to give it back. Isn't that amazing, though?
And it's pretty incredible.